Manu. Hi guys, how are you all doing? So, yeah, I think in our last episode we talked a lot about Chandigarh, Gidis, and you know what Bhanu love, and that brought me all the way from Gurgaon to Chandigarh. So I'm here in Chandigarh.
Welcome, man.
Welcome to our second episode. How are you? How are you doing, Manu?
I'm great. Welcome to Chandigarh, and I'm so glad that Vivek is here. And I think in the first episode, I am surprised by the overwhelming response that your podcast or say like our podcast received after the first episode, and hence I'm also looking forward to talking to you a little bit more, and welcome to my place.
So yeah,
I hope I have been a good host.
No, definitely. I think let me tell me my viewers that the जनता is really impressed with you. I think बहुत खुश है वो आपसे. They love listening to you, and I feel like and I felt that it would be a great opportunity to again interview you, sort of not interview, like have like a fun chit chat.
That is exactly where I was coming from, because मुझे लगा कि first podcast में हमने कुछ ज़्यादा
interview कर लिया.
And I think I would love to hear more about you talking about why the podcast, what went through your
even before we jump into that, I want to ask you, man, like what is up with this setting? I mean, this setting looks like a mess, like we are in a studio, and what's up with the cleanliness and like the whole setting? This is like some vibe, dude. I mean, what's up with this?
I think even like I've been to your place in Gurgaon, you like to keep it very neat and tidy. Of course, to इस level का नहीं कर सकता because I'm just kidding, but I think जब मेरे को घर मिला ना, and I had the balcony to myself. I had a lot of light coming into the room. And it was an unfurnished flat. So thing about me is मेरे को हमेशा unfurnished flat पसंद है, क्योंकि then I can experiment around with the vibe that I want to create. And hence
it's like painting a blank canvas.
Very poetic. Not exactly like that. उतना poetry सोच के नहीं किया, but I just wanted the house or the room rather to give a lot of good vibes, and hence very mild lighting, a lot of clear sunlight and air coming in, and a little bit of greenery. That's it. कुछ ऐसा fancy नहीं है. I have been to many of my friends जिनके घर इतने सही से सजे होते हैं. I think I took a lot of inspiration from how I visited my friends across the country, and just wanted the room to be very simple, sober.
I mean, that's great, man, because I just loved your room. I feel like everything is so well placed, and this is like a different vibe. This is actually giving me like a podcast vibe.
I think मैंने तेरे podcast के लिए बनाया होगा.
So I think podcast सिर्फ मेरा है, but investment सारा भानु का है. But yeah. So glad, man. I mean, we had a fun time yesterday also. So I came yesterday only, guys. And so what has happened is, मैं कल रात में आया, and then we were watching Farzi. I think that's a great show, by the way, right?
I know, right?
I think Farzi is such a great show.
मेरे को after Sacred Games, when I ventured into watching Hindi series, Sacred Games से start किया, फिर मिर्जापुर, and अभी भी I think it was Joshi who introduced me to a lot of Hindi movies and Hindi shows, by the way. वरना मैंने कुछ होता ही नहीं देखा था. I think North India में आके settle होना and ensuring that I watch a lot of Hindi movies, Hindi series, ताकि हिंदी भी वहीं से थोड़ा polish हो जाए. I think, and Farzi, I think loved it. So far so good, and I'm sure many people must have already watched Farzi. So yeah, please also put in the comments if there are some other series that you want us to watch.
Definitely suggest few series to us.
Aashka, have you seen this? कि बस एक सीरीज रिव्यू करने पे भी एक चैनल बन रहा है.
I think Jabi is one such person who is very famous for all this reviewing and all. He's making shit tons of money by just reviewing movies and series and all of that.
There's this other funny guy, extremely funny. What he does is he reviews a lot of movies and old movies and all in a very hilarious manner. And for some very short content,
Correct.
but lovely content. Yeah.
But it was great yesterday. Yeah? I mean, we saw Farzi, and then we had a lovely dinner, and then we went to Third Wave Coffee. It was a fantastic place. I think, guys, if you are in Chandigarh, in Zirakpur especially, and if you just want to like sort of go chill, read your book and stuff, please visit Third Wave Coffee. Bhanu will help you with the address. But yeah, I think Bhanu has a lot to say on this particular topic, because I think Bhanu is someone who is a lot into coffees. I'm not that into coffees because I'm more of like a chai person. But yes, I think Bhanu's love for coffee is slowly, attracting the coffee customers also. But yeah, Bhanu, would you like to talk about it?
I think like the last 3-4 years I have been to a lot of cafes. मैं बहुत पैसा उड़ाता हूँ वैसे. But Third Wave has been a great coffee place or a cafe, I would say, for now, because वो Bangalore वाली vibe देती है. Third Wave is a Bangalore based sort of coffee chain. वो गुड़गांव वाला भी हमने visit किया था. Even that was insane. I think quality of coffee is really great. They have 3-4 different types of roasts. They brew their coffee really well. They've the way I
judge... By the way, guys, Bhanu is very particular about having like a proper coffee machine in a coffee shop, and only then he'll visit that shop. So yeah, I think
वैसा नहीं है, but I just feel कि because I like to take coffee in the rawest of form without milk or anything, just plain coffee. For me, the roast really matters. And मैं थोड़ा judgmental हूँ इस मामले में कि I judge a cafe by how much have they invested in their coffee machine. I really don't care about कि जमीन पे बैठ के पीना है या अगर कैफे है तो फिर
कॉफी मशीन really expensive machines.
I know, right? Apparently Starbucks की जो मशीन आती है ना वो कुछ 38-40 लाख रुपीस की है एक मशीन. I had a friend who used to work in Starbucks, and she told me this कि 40-50 लाख रुपए है. तभी Starbucks घुस के सिर्फ मशीन भी लेके आ गए तो अपना 10-15 साल का सीटीसी उधर से आ जाएगा.
10-15 तो नहीं है, बहुत ज्यादा ही बोल दिया तूने. बढ़िया. जनता को लगेगा हम बहुत गरीब हैं.
But Vivek, I think what I am right now as we shoot this podcast craving for is good biryani, man.
Yeah.
Considering this is Ramadan ka mahina and it's almost about to end, I think अच्छी biryani मिलती नहीं है बहुत.
So guys, just to give you a little backstory, Bhanu and I, we more or less started our journey, especially a professional journey, from Hyderabad. We did like this fellowship called Teach for India Fellowship from there.
We can talk a lot about Teach for India Fellowship also, maybe.
Yeah, maybe in some other podcast. Because I think Teach for India in itself is like an ocean. So we'll have to like probably give some 1 or 2 hours for just for that. But just to talk about Hyderabad, I think वो बोलते ना पहला प्यार मुझे लगता है बाकी सब सेकेंडरी है. पहला प्यार तो आई थिंक हैदराबाद है, और उससे भी ज्यादा हैदराबाद की बिरयानी. So I'll just tell you like so I don't know if you know this story. All my life I was a vegetarian.
Okay.
All my life, like till college, okay?
Okay.
And the moment I had gone to Hyderabad, हुआ क्या है? So I used to. So एक तो यार I was living in the old city. So Hyderabad has these two parts. One is the old part of the Hyderabad, and one is the new part of the Hyderabad. I think what
Gachibowli,
Banjara Hills, right? These are like the poshest locations, right?
The old city is basically
old city
Hyderabad and beyond.
Correct. So I used to stay in old city, and mera I think workplace was also. I mean, the school in which I used to work was also there in old city. But so what has happened is that I mean, through my students, I got introduced to biryani.
Okay.
Initially it was just like biryani ke rice, sirf, no chicken, okay. And then I was like, this is something crazy, man. I mean, this taste is something else, right? And
this
then
is special. यार वो बिरयानी का राइस को भी कुछ कहते हैं ये लोग. I'm not able to recall.
I don't know, but all I know is there's lots of ghee in that, which just I think it makes it very aromatic.
That is true.
And I think that they also use a particular rice. Obviously, I mean.
Dude, it's Hyderabad.
Yeah.
ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी करके बस बिरयानी के
So that's how I got introduced, and then my roommate particularly, you know, my common friend Saket, he was a lot into biryani, and then भाई तू Hyderabad में है, let's go for biryani, and then I slowly started, and I think till date biryani is one dish which I am just in love with. I mean, I just can't let go biryani out of my life.
Correct. I think how I would describe Hyderabad is, and this is a very funny incident, okay? And this is what the whole, how do I call it, whole vibe of Hyderabad is. So I had this bakery where I would constantly visit, and for some reason men in Hyderabad are also not very scared of openly, sort of holding hands, walking.
I think India in general.
Yeah, correct, right? And just praising you, telling you कि यहाँ क्या दिख रहे हैं, बड़े सही लग रहे हैं, ऐसे actor-morphic दिख रहे हैं. And I won't say I used to kind of despise it, but I used to avoid that conversation, right? And I had my own biases back then, and so one day I went to the bakery, and for some reason it just struck me that it was Friday, and मुझे लगा कि नमाज पढ़ के आ रहे हैं, कुर्ता पजामा तो वहाँ पे चलता ही है, and तो मैंने कहा कि और क्या अकरम भाई नमाज पढ़ के आ रहे हैं क्या, and that the bakery owner Akram bhai, this is what he told me. And that's the best pickup line I have ever heard in my life, like from any gender. And he says, "Namaz हम पढ़ के आ रहे हैं, नूर आपके चेहरे पे दिख रही है." So that's Hyderabad. It's pure, it's poetic, it's beautiful, and biryani तो मत बोलो यार. मतलब RTC Crossroad की बिरयानी, बावर्ची, the original sort of.
In the whole old Hyderabad, yeah, I think nothing can beat.
वहाँ की बिरयानी तो अगर आपने उनके वेसल्स वगैरह भी देखे हैं ना, very antique. वो मोटे बिरयानी के
I think they're particularly designed for biryani.
It's insane. I miss that in North India, dude. नहीं है यहाँ बिरयानी. एक तो यहाँ पे बिरयानी it's just so expensive, and then you don't get the quantity. Remember Hyderabad में अगर तुम एक full बिरयानी लाओगे तो 2 इंसान खत्म नहीं कर पाएगा उसको. यहाँ पे one full बिरयानी is like, और हो सकता है हम ज़्यादा चावल खाते हैं.
Yeah, so we are a lot into rice, guys. Just to let you know. So if you guys have to send us food,
it's basically rise and shine.
Rise and shine. Crazy. So yeah, I think lots of memories, especially in respect to biryani. What are some of the craziest biryani places that you know of that we can tell our viewers if they are in Hyderabad?
Absolutely.
We can just explore.
I name it.
So guys, just take like a pen and paper and just start making a list.
Simple है कि अगर आप ट्रेन से जा रहे हो तो आप सिकंदराबाद रेलवे स्टेशन में उतरो, take an auto and go to RTC Crossroad, which is just around 4 to 5 kilometers from Sikandrabad railway station. You have the original Bawarchi there. So Bawarchi, that restaurant does not have any branches. So one is right across the road and one is on the opposite side. They have expanded. The best biryani in this planet, you will find it in Bawarchi. Wow. I have not tasted biryani more rich, more aromatic and more biryani than Bawarchi. Right? Then there's Paradise. Yeah. Then there is Shagaush. Yeah. You should not.
Paradise and all is like a chain.
And they're a chain, but they're still, they maintain the quality, of course. They maintain the quality.
Hyderabad wala, yes. Because I have a Paradise biryani in Gurgaon also, and they're shit.
Oh shit. So that's why, sort of.
But yes, I am more or less aware of the taste of Paradise in Hyderabad.
And then there is Pista House. And Pista House ki Halim, right?
So guys, Halim is also
it's a mutton based or a chicken
like
based.
A very creamy, very rich of
how keema ko they cook it for over 24
it's a
36
slow
hours.
Proper.
Yeah, a lot of ghee in it, dry fruits, and I miss that about But yeah, and then आप अभी गच्चीबौली वगैरह साइड में भी जाओगे तो there are a lot of other biryani places, but these are the top ones, right? Bawarchi, Paradise, Saag House. And there's this concept of mandi. Do you remember mandi?
Yeah.
Mandi इधर नहीं मिलता. So for people who are not in Hyderabad or not in South, mandi is basically इतनी बड़ी सी एक थाली में, उसमें you have this pulao type rice. It's not biryani by the way. It's pulao type rice,
chicken
dry fruits, and then like they'll put a whole chicken in there. And what people can do is like 5-6 of you can just sit, take a Pepsi or a Coke. And just enjoy that.
Yeah. Mandi is like more of like a family meal kind of a thing. We used to have so many of our meetings in Mandi house, Z used to take us to Mandi house. Yeah, we have had a couple of meetings there also.
Interesting.
They had some setup also.
अच्छा, so Mandi का the setup is that आपको जूते वूते उतारने पड़ते हैं पूरा, and then like you have to sit on the floor.
They give you this whole Middle Eastern wala feel. You are in a desert and then you're entering.
याद दिला दिया.
चलते हैं. I mean it's crazy, dude. I am living in Gurgaon, you are living in Chandigarh. We are talking about Hyderabad. So yeah, I think that in itself tells us the love for Hyderabad that we have. So yeah, I think biryani is love.
I mean, tell me about Gurgaon. Gurgaon में क्या मिलता? ऐसे मतलब पोल्यूशन के अलावा क्या खाते हो तुम लोग? देखो गुड़गांव के लोग भाव बड़ा खाते हैं, ये मेरे को पता है. उसके अलावा क्या खाते हो?
So यार, it's been almost close to 3 years that I'm in Gurgaon now. I think so Gurgaon के बारे में मैं like even before I jump to food, I would just like to talk a little bit about the whole culture, the people and everything, right? So Gurgaon has like a mixed people, right? Just like Bangalore, right?
Okay.
So you have Punjabis, you have Haryanvi people, then you have people from all different states, right? Because obviously there's so many IT companies. But one thing I've understood about Gurgaon is Gurgaon is posh. It's like posh in what sense? It's like I think like GDP wise also, if you see in Haryana, all the money comes from Gurgaon.
Okay.
Right? So it is like
says the guy who stays in golf course.
Yeah.
By the way.
So yeah.
खुद golf course में रह के कहता है it's posh. Affording an apartment in golf course even for rent is just crazy. So
golf course is great that you brought golf course. So let me tell you that I think our viewers should also know that in a way you can say that half of the Gurgaon is owned by DLF. Okay. So it's like
the real estate part.
Yeah. So I think 50% or the 60% of the real estate lies with DLF, and DLF is this very big
chain of builders.
And and I think especially if I talk about Golf Course Road is one road which is like you have freeways, you have what do you call it? You have your underpasses. You have your metro going on, right? And then you have all these high-rise buildings. There are buildings which are almost of 60-70 floors. I personally have seen like a 70-floor building. So that's about Golf Course Road. And also you have all these.
Very feel hota. You just feel like so
Madhu, I have been to a building and the maximum I had got is 44th floor. All I can tell you is it's not a good feeling because I was like
अंगूर खट्टे हैं. The grapes are sour.
Yeah, it is. And why is it scary? See, if you are in a room, in your room, then though it's fine. But the moment if you are out of your room, and once you see from upstairs, it's really high. It's like I don't know where Burj Khalifa is for me. So even 44th floor is very high. Wow. So yeah, I think that, and then some really good malls are there, and a lot of these people from Japan and China stays in that particular area. So all you have all of these diplomats also living over there. So you'll see a lot of Korean food places over there. Remember the last time I was talking about let's go to a Korean food place, and then you were like, hey, Korean food is shit.
अब तो it seems like just a trend कि जो चलेगा, जो कुछ unique है, इसमें people are just endlessly spending money. I'm sorry, I mean, to all the K-drama people and all, like, no offense, but I mean, I know that. See, I don't understand.
Now, by the way, India, I mean, is having like a huge K-drama followers. People are mad about it. Like,
I don't understand it
K-pop
personally.
culture.
I don't understand it personally.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, it's my own lack of awareness.
Yeah.
हो सकता है. I'm not saying कि whether I'm right or I'm wrong. कि मेरे को नहीं जमता वो, नहीं जमता तो.
We are only into Bappi Das.
So, but I just feel कि अब cafes वगैरह भी बस इसी चीज पे खेलने लगे हैं कि oh we are Korean and all. And like, you know, I doubt if they actually serve good Korean food.
That is also there.
Let's just let Frodo in. क्या चाहिए boss?
Come Frodo, आजा, come.
Let him just.
So
be.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that, and I think in general also Bhanu, if you see why don't you close it over? Yeah. So in general also, if you see, I think in that particular area you have a lot of these Japanese and Korean companies as well. You'll see all of these crowds also. Like especially if you go to South Point Mall, you will see all these Japanese people. I mean, a lot of Japanese people and Korean people over there. So yeah, that is there. Yeah, I mean, I'm just digressing from the point, but yes, we were talking about food. But yeah, I think Gurgaon in particular,
बोल दे छोले भटूरे ही है. छोले कुलचे, छोले भटूरे और
तो nothing specific यार, nothing specific. I think nothing specific. I think वही है. So I have this Bikaner wala near my place. I just you know right, we love Bikaner wala, right? I think the food is amazing over there. I know a lot of people are like just now bored of Bikaner walas and Haldirams, but all I can say is that yeah, nothing specific. People are a lot into this whole rajma chawal, kadhi chawal, right? And parathas. Yes, paratha is one thing that I think by now
मैंने सुना है दिल्ली गुड़गांव के लोग मुरथल आते हैं पराठे खाने के लिए. And there is nothing special about that paratha. Amrik, Sukhdev and all these dhabas. GT Road में, by the way, coming back to food, what is with food and GT Road? GT Road में इतने सारे ढाबे and I just feel कि the infrastructure जो ढाबा जो बना है ना.
Guys, if you are in North and especially in the whole Haryana, Punjab belt, and if you are like doing like a road trip, you should just stop by say a Haveli or a Mannat or Sukhdev. There's also something called the Great Khali Dhaba, right? Have you seen that? So there's a dhaba called Great Khali Dhaba. It's actually owned by the Great Khali.
There are dhabas जिसमें इन्होंने एक aeroplane रखा है. I'm like, and मुझे लगता है कितने crores का investment होगा यार. It seems like a monument to me. Actually, look at Amrik, Sukhdev and all. Look at the infrastructure. It's insane that the amount of people who just throng in day in and day out.
So guys, you enter those dhabas and you'll get a feeling like we have entered like a marriage palace. So it is the whole setup is so grand.
I know, right?
So yeah, I mean nothing specific in Gurgaon. Obviously there's a lot of Haryana cuisine because at the end of the day a lot of Haryanvi. I mean the Haryana people का जो.
What is Haryana cuisine?
Haryana cuisine
क्या है Haryana cuisine?
And that's a great question. Yeah. But yeah, I think I need to do some research. I'll ask Sonu. I think Sonu will be able to tell me a lot about.
Yeah. अपने सनी लोगों से इनसे भी पूछ.
Sunny is from Rajasthan.
अच्छा, he's from Rajasthan. उससे पूछ सकते हो, उधम से पूछ सकते हैं. Yeah, उधम is from like hardcore.
बहुत ही planned है food, मतलब उनका ना जैसे even in lunch and all ना बहुत ज़्यादा they are not into masalas and all. Okay. It's like बहुत bland food है. बहुत ज़्यादा वैसा नहीं.
I feel कि it's very similar to Punjab, except पंजाब में मक्खन बहुत ज़्यादा चलता है.
A lot of dairy products like they'll have curd in
घी नहीं, मुझे लगता है कि उतना मक्खन ना चले, but वहाँ पे घी बहुत ज़्यादा चलता है और वहाँ ये मिस्सी रोटी वगैरह बहुत ज़्यादा चलती है.
हाँ. And by the way, they are roti eaters more. Here I have seen what I have seen is Gurgaon is more like roti eaters.
And not
too much. हाँ,
पूरा belt ही roti eaters है. आप यूपी वगैरह में भी जाओ.
Correct.
तो वो मतलब. What about your place? जमशेदपुर, झारखंड क्या है?
So it's a mix. So like if I especially talk about my hometown, like where I come from,
Hmm.
Jamshedpur.
Hmm.
It's in Jharkhand, guys. Just for the viewers. So Jamshedpur is where the
लोगों
whole
की geography
yeah.
नहीं, अरे इतने भी खराब नहीं है।
Yeah. So yeah, it's I mean it's for one of the places where Tata built its foundation.
Okay.
The Tata Steel Company.
Okay.
It's been almost there for more than 100 years now. So I think हमारे साइड भी वही है. So
रोटी
morning like breakfast के time पे रोटी, rice only in the afternoon, and then late at night I mean for dinner we consume rotis only. So yeah, 2 times roti, 1 time rice. But here what I'm seeing is even in lunch and all they'll prefer rotis or you know वही paratha. A lot of this paratha culture. I've seen like so many paratha places. Even if you go to all, like when we travel for our work to various schools, you know, when we get down at dhaba, और कुछ मिले ना मिले वो आलू पराठा प्याज पराठा मिल जाएगा. So that is one thing.
Exactly, that is what the दिक्कत है.
Yeah. Like not even bread and stuff, dude.
नहीं मिलता, कुछ भी नहीं मिलता. Like सिर्फ पराठे हैं, पराठे खाना है तो खाओ, नहीं खाना तो.
And that is why I थोड़ा सा I have a bias towards south. Because वहाँ पे at least you get all these South Indian dishes.
Healthy options.
You have upma, you have idli, dosa, poha. So yeah.
So that's the. I think yeah. I mean. Like you know, lot of discussion around food,
Yeah.
but what's the time like?
वही का मतलब है क्या? बहुत time है हमारे पास. I think food के बारे में तो we can just
go on and on.
But yeah, we I think we spoke about biryani, and I think biryani is something that I really wanted to talk
Pehla
about.
pyar.
Pehla pyar. So yeah, guys, with this. And not you know wasting a lot of your time. A lot of you might also be you know heading out for something. Today is Sunday, and yeah, so I mean enjoy your day. So we'll close it here. All the best, and yeah, do all the best.
All the best.
So, yeah,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.